Language. It's a fundamental aspect of human existence. It's the tool we use to communicate our thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Through language, we connect with others, share our experiences, and build relationships. But have you ever stopped to consider the complex machinery that underpins our ability to speak and understand? The intricate processes that occur in our brains every time we form a sentence or comprehend a word. How do we acquire language? How do children, seemingly effortlessly, learn to speak and understand their native tongue? What are the rules that govern its structure? What makes a sentence grammatically correct or incorrect? These are some of the questions that Noam Chomsky, a towering figure in linguistics and cognitive science, grapples with in his seminal work. Chomsky's theories have opened new avenues of thought and research in the field of language. Chomsky's work has revolutionized our understanding of language, challenging long-held assumptions and sparking lively debates. His ideas have influenced not just linguistics, but also psychology, philosophy, and even artificial intelligence. In this essay, we will delve into the core concepts presented in Chomsky's groundbreaking theories, exploring their lasting impact on our understanding of language and the mind. Exploring Chomsky's groundbreaking theories and their lasting impact. Prepare to embark on a journey into the fascinating world of language and the human mind. We will uncover the mysteries of how we learn, use, and understand language. Our journey begins with a fundamental question: what is language? Is it merely a tool for communication, or is there something more profound at play? For Chomsky, language is not merely a tool for communication, it's a window into the human mind, revealing the underlying structures and principles that govern our thoughts. It's a complex system of rules and principles that allows us to generate an infinite number of sentences from a finite set of elements. This generative aspect of language is what makes it so powerful and unique. This system, he argues, is not learned solely through imitation or reinforcement. Instead, it is an inherent part of our cognitive architecture. It's an innate capacity, hardwired into our brains. This idea challenges traditional views and opens up new possibilities for understanding human cognition. Get ready to explore the mind-bending world of universal grammar and its implications for our understanding of human nature. This journey will not only deepen your appreciation of language, but also provide insights into the very essence of what it means to be human. To fully appreciate Chomsky's contributions, we need to understand the context in which his groundbreaking ideas emerged. His work didn't just appear in a vacuum, it was a response to the prevailing theories of his time. Before Chomsky, the dominant school of thought in linguistics was behaviorism, which had a significant influence on the study of language and psychology. This approach, championed by psychologists like B.F. Skinner, viewed language as a learned behavior, acquired through conditioning and reinforcement. According to this view, language learning was no different from any other form of habit formation. Chomsky challenged this view head-on, presenting a revolutionary perspective that would change the field forever. He argued that the behaviorist model couldn't account for the speed and creativity with which children acquire language. Children, he observed, are able to understand and produce sentences they have never heard before. Children don't simply imitate the language they hear around them. Instead, they seem to have an inherent ability to generate new sentences and apply grammatical rules intuitively. They generate novel sentences, apply grammatical rules to new words, and understand the underlying structure of language in a way that defies simple conditioning. This ability to create and understand complex sentences suggests an innate linguistic capability. This led Chomsky to propose a radical new idea. Humans are born with an innate capacity for language. He suggested that this capacity is hardwired into our brains from birth. This capacity, which he termed universal grammar, provides a blueprint for language acquisition. It consists of a set of principles and structures that are common to all human languages. It's a set of principles and structures that are universal to all human languages, regardless of their superficial differences. This idea was revolutionary and sparked much debate and further research. Chomsky's ideas sparked a paradigm shift in linguistics. His theories moved the focus from external behavior to internal mental processes, fundamentally changing how we understand language. They moved the focus from external behavior to internal mental processes, laying the foundation for the field of cognitive science. This shift has had profound implications, influencing not just linguistics but also psychology, neuroscience, and artificial intelligence. Imagine a child learning their first language. It's a fascinating process that unfolds naturally and almost effortlessly. They hear a sentence like, "The cat sat on the mat." This simple sentence is more than just words to them. From this single example, they can infer a wealth of information about the structure of their language, such as the fact that subjects precede verbs, that objects follow verbs, and that prepositions indicate location. This is an incredible cognitive feat. How do they do this? How do children manage to decode these complex rules so effortlessly? Chomsky argues that it's because they possess an innate understanding of these grammatical principles. This idea has transformed our understanding of language acquisition. This innate knowledge is what Chomsky calls universal grammar. It's not that children are born knowing specific grammatical rules of English, Spanish, or Mandarin. Instead, they have a universal set of principles that apply to all languages. Rather, they're born with a set of principles that guide their language acquisition, helping them to decode and understand the specific rules of their native tongue. This allows them to rapidly learn the specific rules of their native tongue, making the process of language learning seem almost magical. This concept of universal grammar is revolutionary. It challenges the traditional view that language is purely a cultural artifact. It suggests that language is not simply a cultural artifact passed down from generation to generation, but a fundamental aspect of human biology, deeply embedded in our genetic makeup. It implies that there's a deep structure to language, a set of underlying principles that unite all human languages despite their surface diversity. This deep structure is what makes language learning possible for every human being. Chomsky's theory of universal grammar has profound implications for our understanding of human nature. It suggests that our ability to learn language is hardwired into our brains. It suggests that we are born with a predisposition for language, a natural ability that unfolds as we grow. This mental faculty sets us apart from other animals, highlighting the unique nature of human cognition and communication. Chomsky makes a crucial distinction between linguistic competence and linguistic performance. Linguistic competence refers to our tacit knowledge of language, the unconscious rules and principles that allow us to understand and generate grammatical sentences. Linguistic performance, on the other hand, is the actual use of language in real-world situations, which can be influenced by factors like memory limitations, distractions, and social context. Think of it like this. You have the competence to play a perfect game of chess, knowing all the rules and strategies. However, your actual performance in a game might be affected by nerves, time constraints, or your opponent's skill level. Similarly, we may have a deep understanding of grammatical rules, but our actual speech can be filled with hesitations, slips of the tongue, and incomplete sentences. This distinction is important because it highlights that our knowledge of language is far richer and more complex than what we can express at any given moment. Chomsky's focus on linguistic competence allows us to study the underlying structure of language, independent of the messy realities of performance. Section 5. The generative power of language. One of the most remarkable aspects of human language is its generative power. We can produce and understand an infinite number of sentences, even sentences we've never heard before. This creativity is a testament to the power of the human mind and the elegance of linguistic structure. Chomsky argues that this generative capacity is a direct consequence of the rules and principles embedded in universal grammar. These rules allow us to combine words and phrases in novel ways, creating an endless stream of meaningful utterances. Think about it. You can understand the sentence, "The purple elephant danced on the moon," even though you've likely never encountered this combination of words before. This is because your innate grammatical knowledge allows you to parse the sentence, understand the roles of the different words, and create a mental image of this fantastical scenario. This generative power is what makes language such a powerful tool for communication, thought, and creativity. While Noam Chomsky's theories have been groundbreaking, they haven't been without their critics. Some scholars argue that his ideas are too rigid, leaving little room for the nuances of language variation. Others believe that his focus on syntax overlooks the importance of semantics and pragmatics. There are also alternative perspectives, such as cognitive linguistics, that offer a different approach to understanding language. These criticisms and alternatives have sparked vibrant debates, pushing the field of linguistics to evolve and grow. Chomsky's influence extends far beyond the realm of linguistics. His work has impacted fields such as psychology, cognitive science, and even artificial intelligence. By exploring the depths of human language, Chomsky has provided insights into the workings of the human mind itself. His theories have inspired countless researchers to delve deeper into the mysteries of cognition, making significant strides in understanding how we think and learn. Noam Chomsky's legacy is one that will endure for generations. His contributions to linguistics have laid the foundation for modern language study. His ideas continue to inspire new research and challenge existing paradigms. Beyond academia, Chomsky's advocacy for social justice and political activism has left an indelible mark on society. His commitment to truth and intellectual rigor serves as a beacon for future scholars and activists alike. As we reflect on Chomsky's monumental contributions, it's clear that the journey of exploration and discovery is far from over. We are called to continue questioning, researching, and expanding our understanding of language and the mind. Whether you're a student, a researcher, or simply a curious mind, there's always more to learn. So let us carry forward the torch of inquiry, inspired by Chomsky's profound legacy, and strive to uncover the endless possibilities that lie ahead.